Hey folks, you got a bunch of dull knives laying around the house in need of sharpening? I know you do. Hey, this VEVOR brand knife sharpening kit could be just the thing for you. Let's check this thing out. Here's everything that came in the box. Comes with a nice little storage pouch here too. Hey, quick rundown on these stones. So the lower the number, the more coarse the stone. So you can just feel it. This is the coarsest one that comes in the kit. And this one here, this is a 6,000. 6,000, so this is as fine as you get. Now, depending on what kind of edge you want on your blade, that's gonna dictate which stone you use. So I recommend starting with a, more of a coarse one. Just depends on what you want. If you're already a professional knife sharpener and you're upkeeping your sharpness on your blade, then you can start with a finer one. Something like this. These are the diamond blades, and then this is just a super fine stone there. And so, yeah, first knife I'm gonna do is this one here. It's already pretty sharp. I've kept it up, I've kept it sharp. So what I want to do is actually go ahead and start. I'm going to start with the 1500 one and then see how sharp I can get with that. And if I want even more of a finer edge on it, I'll start bumping up the chain here. If your knife is not required to be that sharp, you can use one of these down here, or if it's super dull, start with the coarser one and kind of work your way up. It says soak the stone in water until it stops blistering, and take it out and shake it a few times before using it on the pull rod. Okay, here's the stone I'm going to use first. So soak it in water there. Okay, while that's soaking for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and install this thing. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down so the knob's going to go underneath. I'm just using my table saw table here, just for now. Put it on the end like that. Okay, and this just gets tightened down just like this. After you got it tight, and I'll show you a cool feature here. This can actually just pull out like this. You can flip it around to the different angles. I'm gonna leave that with the hex heads up for now. I'm gonna take this piece right here, thread it right down into here. Okay, got it hand tight on there, then I'll just crank this wing nut down too. There we go, just to hold it in place. Now we can't move. Okay, I got the knife in here and I'll show you how I did that. So I loosened up a couple of these screws right here, and then also I loosened these up too. And then what you can do now, see this button right here? You press that, push that in, and it releases the jaws. As you can see, push this and it pushes those open. Close, open, close, open. That way you can put your knife in there now with it open, facing out. Now we'll go ahead and tighten things up a little bit. Go ahead and tighten these down so they don't fall off. And then you can give these a little crank too. As far as the sequence here, you want to go ahead and loosen these up first and then loosen these up, and then same thing for tightening. Go ahead and tighten these all back up. That way this don't move. Now I'll go ahead and dry this off. Okay, after you've got it set up this far, you got your blade in here, this is tightened down, you've got this installed right here. Now we're going to go to our stones. I'm going to take this device here, and this is when they talk about double-sided. So you want to go, you can pop this right in this device here. Let's get a little zoom out here. Just pop this in here, slide that right up in there, and then pull down on it and lock it in. Now for this piece here, we take this right here, and we're going to come right into the end of this. Thread it in, tighten it down real good. And this is going to come off. This is a stop right here. Now we're going to take this, go through right here, and then the stop goes on the end here. That's an Allen wrench as well. Just depends on how much you need. So here's the idea, right? You want to get the angle just right for your blade. So you want to make sure your stop isn't going to move or come out. So crank that down real good, but get the optimum angle. You want that to match up with your knife perfectly. But for the beginners, they say just to kind of use the short arc method here. See how that stone's working? I can already see it. So you just kind of want to use the short arc method. The idea is to get it as even as possible too. And again, the angle on your blade right there, you want the angle of this to match the angle of your blade. And you'll kind of feel it. It's going to take some practice as well. And then if you need a different angle, the angle is adjusted by this here. Once you get this thing set up, just repeat. You can get this thing, you can really dial the blade in with this. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over and do the other side. Oh, that cuts real nice. I'm gonna go ahead and sharpen this kitchen knife up. Hey, when you're done, it's a good idea to wash off all the stones and completely dry them before storing them. But look at this. You can fit it all right back in this nice little bag to give you. All right, guys, thanks for watching.